What's good, Josh? Your boy J Suave. I'm the host of J Suave TV. Y'all see the backdrop. We back to talk about the Shy Season 7, Episode 5. This episode was all over the place, quite literally. We got Shad and Trig randomly decided to try some shrooms that Tiff been cooking up apparently. Reg and Jake lame ass sitting in front of these yachts doing the worst stakeout of all time. He really just parked in this random ass spot looking at these yachts with no cars around him in broad daylight, like no one was supposed to see them. And this nigga Reg gonna have the audacity to be like, you know I gotta lay low. Brother, you're right out in the open. Everybody can see you. We got Dom and Jamal officially tying the knot. And everybody else is on Alicia and company's yacht. So no long talk, we'll get right into this recap. If like anything I gotta say at all in this video, you already know what you gotta do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all those things. Just make sure y'all subscribe. Matter of fact, subscribe before you do any of that other stuff that I just mentioned. We gotta hit 1,000 subscribers before DreamCon 2026 in July. Lock in. Alright, so boom. The episode starts off with Jake and Reg running up these ATMs, robbing them of all they worth. I'm not too sure what the method is that they going about doing this scamming shit, but it's pretty effective. They getting the bread mad fast. I'm so tight, I dude at the gas station who pulled up with the pump shotgun. He clearly did not want to shoot nobody. Like, they were right in his line of sight and he didn't decide to at least shoot the ground to get his bread back. That plot be plotting, I'm trying to tell y'all. But while they doing this dumb shit, Chicago PD right on their ass. And we get yet another face from all the way back season 2 returning. Yes, Detective Toussaint or whoever her name is back. She actually knew Reg back in the day. Apparently her son is serving a bid in relation to bro. So he's pleading with his mother, look, Reg is alive, and if you get him, there might be a chance that I can get out early. So she gets all these pictures of Jake and Reg running up these ATMs and shows it to some of her colleagues at the office. And so I'm thinking it's only a matter of time before at least Jake gets brought in for questioning. Because Reg does not want to let bro live his life, run his business, nothing. He gotta be stuck to his hip. Shit would have blew mine, because not only does he want me to stay, but he's berating me any chance he gets. Really big bro and Jake, no pun intended. All Jake told him to do was to be safe. Just to get hit with a F you in return. Stop being a B in return. Damn. Like, God forbid Jake don't want to actually see you in a casket this time around. Also, I really don't know what Reg's play is at this point. Like, he has no army, yet he's trying to go up against Nuck. And Alicia, potentially. See how Nuck was moving at the beginning of this episode? He is not playing. I mentioned how Nuck was kind of chill with his soldiers in this part of the season so far. He immediately made me eat my words at the beginning of this episode. Because one of his soldiers pull up looking flashy as hell, all his chains out. And Nuck had to remind bro, I told you not to come out here looking all flashy like that. That shit gets niggas caught. So bro says, you right, I'm not gonna do that no more. And he says, I know, I'm gonna make it so that you don't. Puts a bullet right in between bro's eyes, right in front of Bakari. This man Bakari is scarred, bro. He gotta put this book out and get it back, because this gang shit is not for him no more. See Alicia trying to help him to do that somewhat by linking him up with this white publisher to get his book out sooner, I guess. But all she's trying to do is exploit him of his struggle, so he's not really jacking that. She really hit all the racist cues, assuming that he was selling drugs to make his money. Like, nah, actually he's carjacking. There's a clear difference. Bakari don't like the conversation he had with Shorty, so he goes to Dwayne Wayne to kind of figure out where he should go next. He tells him that this is the industry, but there's a way he can publish a book on his own. It's just gonna take a little more time. So that's the path I think Bakari's gonna take going forward. Alicia wasn't too happy hearing that, but you can't get everything you want, Alicia. I'm sorry. And that's something I'm starting to learn with Alicia's character. She thrives off having control. Just look at how she be doing Shad, Tiff, and now Bakari. If she helps you out in any way, she's gonna hold that over your head for the rest of your life. I feel so bad for Tiff and this baby. She gonna be hovering over them like her life depends on it. 24/7, no rest. I'd be tight. We also see in this episode Nuck and the pastor having some conversations to get to know each other better before they fully get into business. While Nuck is integrated into this new lifestyle, getting to know some of the pastor's colleagues or friends. The air quotes up because buddy that got his car robbed is not in front of the pastor at all. Really thought he had shit figured out, basically calling Nuck broke, talking about staying in your own lane of conversation. Just lucky they was on that boat, because if they was off it, I'm telling you Nuck would have upped that pole right then and there. Somehow the conversation of Nuck's latest body comes up, and he's basically saying he had no choice. Bro was not listening to my directive. To which the pastor responds, there's always a choice. You cannot lead with violence, because these bodies dropping off are bad for business. Oh, will Nuck listen? Probably not. I'm definitely curious to see what direction the pastor decides to lean on going forward in this season, because we see he runs up on Alicia in the end of this episode. They get to talking, and basically Alicia's just telling him, look, I'm trying to get every murderer in the Shy up out of here. What I need you to do is watch over these young boys, make sure that they not falling into no trouble, but keep them close enough to where I can get to these murderers and take them on my damn self. Talking about some, the men of the community finally learn how to trust me. Brother, who are these men? The only man singular that trusts you on this show for real, for whatever reason, is Papa. You don't got Nuck's trust yet, buddy. You need to slow your round and stick around for a little longer before you get to talking like that. I feel like the pastor wavering can only serve to help Reg though, because if he's working both sides, that's gonna cause some trouble within both organizations, quote unquote. Alicia don't really got an organization, but you get what I'm trying to say. I'm telling y'all, they ain't bring Reg back for no reason. Whether he's go F Jake's life up, or he's go become the boss of the mob again, or he's go do both. He's back for a reason. We also see Tiff and Keisha having a brief conversation this episode. She tells Keisha a lot of different things, including the fact that she's been feeling vibes from Nuck. I need these vibes to dissipate, evaporate, extinguish altogether. There's no reason you should have no vibes or feel no vibes towards Nuck. I know she meant vibes she was feeling from him, but I just hate that storyline. We already know what it leads to, so why are we even entertaining it? Then she gets to mention she's not worried about her relationship right now. She's just trying to worry about her kid. After she brings up some feelings she has towards Trig. So now she's talking about Trig and Nuck. That's when Keisha gets to talking out the side of her neck, talking about, yeah, and we're gonna end up watching that child too. She really thought she was gonna get that one off. If you didn't want to watch EJ, you should have left him with Tiff. Don't let Emmett get in your head. He the same person talking about I deserve rights to see my kids when he don't show them on the show at all. I remember the last time I seen this man Emmett make an active effort to go ahead and go see his other kids. Yeah, he feels like he has some sort of right to keep his baby mamas in Chicago so that he can go see them whenever he feels like it, every 7 to 10 years. If I was Keisha, I wouldn't have even taken in EJ. You bugging. You pregnant and you already got Ronnie Jr. You taking in a kid that's not yours? So you're going to be taking care of 3 kids while Tiff is really taking care of 1. Then Emmett will pose the same question of, yo, why do I gotta marry Keisha for? But now I'm really weak in this episode. My son tried to play the music on the off, but the shit started playing in his headset. That nigga really a OG for real. I might be going down my untrained arc my damn self. Anytime I have one AirPod in my ear, my sisters be frying me for that shit. But yeah, the storyline with Darnell, Emmett, and his brother is basically just Emmett talking about how he will one day marry Keisha. Now he's happy that Darnell is enjoying life with his mother, even though he feels like monogamy is a trap. Whatever, bro. Like, I really could care less about anything going on with Emmett for real. Just the fact that he thinks that he's so safe because Duda is dead is definitely blowing me though. You really think because Duda is dead, you could just drive in cruise control right now? No. Even if Nuck's not up in the poll on you, he is actively trying to take both of your baby mothers. You see how he was moving with Keisha last season. Now he's moving with Tiff the same way. Tee up. We got Trig and Shad in this episode trying out the mushrooms that Tiff was crafting. Before she gives him the shrooms, tells him that they need to document everything and anything that happened and report it back to her after the fact. There's a lot of things that happen in this shit for them that they're not going to want to repeat back to Tiff. Love how we got more context on Shad's upbringing, seeing how he was neglected by his mother, understanding why he has attachment issues, and feeling like he can never measure up to who he needs to be. People like Alicia, his ex, etc. We also get more context on Trig as well, going more into his savior complex, why he feels like he needs to be there for everybody. And I especially like the conversation between Trig and Shad towards the end of the episode too. And this experience with Trig will help him to be a better brother to Jake, and I feel like this experience for Shad will help him to eventually defect from Alicia down the line, because she is just toxic at this point. And at some point, she's gonna throw in his face that she did all of this shit for him, and he ain't do nothing for her. Y'all heard it here first. It's coming. Y'all already know how people like that get. I thought I ran through everybody on that boat, but no, we had Jada and Tracy on the boat too. Some of the most irrelevant characters on the show right now. Jada, your time is coming. You got to get a storyline real quick. Just because you Emmett's mom, don't think your place is safe. They got rid of Kevin's mom last season. You see Charles, aka Dre, pulling up on him, trying to come off all cordial, all like a good guy. When Jada said she heard all about his reputation, you could tell he felt that shit. Then we see later on in the episode, Jada had a conversation with this one shorty who apparently Charles put hands on. Talking about in the last episode, may I lay hands on you? Who the hell says that? Even this is a red flag. She tries to talk to Tracy, letting her know, listen, this man Charles be around the way. Charles tries to explain himself to Tracy, having her understand what he really be on. And you know she fell for that shit. I already know how Tracy get, bro. My question is, who is she gonna lead on this season? Is it gonna be Dre? Or is it gonna be the character Jackie Long plays whose name I don't know? I put y'all picks down in the comments, because personally, I don't really care who she end up with. Both these picks are kind of trash in my opinion. Before the episode ends, I gotta talk about this wedding between Dom and Jamal that served the one purpose of them just getting it on at the end of their scenes in this episode. We got Jamal telling Lene he's finally ready to tie the knot with Dom, and it's gonna be in this episode. I'm like, what? Nigga, we can't wait a couple more episodes. We go be at the mid-season. But nah, my son had to get his dingling wet right this instant. He's trying to explain to Lene why he loves her. He's talking about, I love her personality, I love her body. Right there, you lost her talking about, I love her body. You not hiding nothing, gang. We see Lene pull up on Dom. She's trying to get her hair done. And Lene gets to throwing out insults. She's talking about, you just a pass around. You think you right for my brother, you don't know him. All these different insults. Dom basically tells her, look, I can F who I want. I could be with who I want. You not about to shame me in my own damn house. Jokes aside though, Lene really just wants them to understand that she's a person in this relationship, and that she's going to be her sister-in-law, and that she's Jamal's sister. So she wants her to have the understanding before they tie the knot, which I think is valid, because for the most part, they've been moving mad fast. For one selfish as reason as that, I hope this marriage can last the test of time. We have to see. But they finally tied the knot. Papa was there for whatever reason. Then we see Papa drop Lene off later on in the episode, and they looking real close, y'all. I don't know if it's just me, but it looked like Papa was trying to move in on Lene like he don't know that's Bakari. He don't know what Bakari do out in these streets. You better be careful, brother. I really hope that they not going down the direction and I was just seeing things. I just have no interest in seeing Papa get with Lene or really anybody right now. This was a cool episode. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Season 7 so far, it's been doing this thing for me. Some storylines are definitely carrying others, but overall, I like where the story is heading. Looking forward to season 7, episode 6. That's all I got for y'all today, though. I've been your host, Jay Swab. Hope you've been entertained. We go talk soon. Peace, y'all.